Merry Christmas, YouTube. T Movies here. Now, here's my last Christmas film I'm doing a review for this month, and that is the classic. And that film is the 1947 classic film, It's a Wonderful Life. Now, I can say the film had a bit of a Christmas Carol feel to it. And here, of course, you got the character of George Bailey, played wonderfully by James Stewart, who wishes that he was never born. And so, you got this angel, who's played by Henry Travers, is sent to Earth to make George's wish, come true. And so, George starts to realize how many lives he has changed and impacted here. And he, of course, you had George, who was about to commit suicide. And so, of course, the angels trying to, have George, see the light and stuff like that. And pretty much have George, shows him what life in Bedford Forest would have looked like without him. And, of course, you got Mr. Potter, who is this, local banker voice, who's portrayed by Lionel Barrymore, who is pretty much one of the most despicable characters in film history. You got the legendary Donna Reed, who portrayed George Stewart's wife. Of course, Donna Reed has done lots of stuff before. She had the Donna Reed Show and all. Anyway, they end up marrying, and they end up, having kids as well. I mean, the film is, of course, what was in black and white when it got released. Believe it or not, I actually was able to watch this film in theirs because AMC used to do this classic programs where they be showing classic films in theirs and whatnot. And one time, It's a Wonderful Life was actually shown, and so I decided to I've seen It's a Wonderful Life, just never seen it in theirs. It was a really cool watch this thing on the big screen. But that aside, It's a Wonderful Life is just terrific. I mean, directed by Frank Capra, who also gave us stuff like State of the Union, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. You also had some other interesting characters like, George's kids in this are pretty great. You also had Gloria Graham was also in this film. It also has some really iconic lines as well. Probably one of the most iconic lines is where George's little daughter says, "Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, the angel gets his wing." Really iconic line right there. It's just a classic. I mean, it's one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. It gets shown on TV almost pretty much every Christmas. It's a film that really never gets old. I mean, the film got released in 1947, and I believe it still holds up. Sometimes there are classic movies that age poorly and all that. I feel It's a Wonderful Life have never aged poorly. It's still a great watch. It's terrific. It's heartfelt. James Stewart, of course, was terrific. I mean, James Stewart was the man. With stuff like... with Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, with Rear Window, with It's a Wonderful Life, James Stewart had a really solid career back in the days, and he was definitely terrific in this film. Frank Capra, amazing work here. This film also scored a couple of Oscar nominations. I can't remember what it scored. Let me see. Yeah, it got about 5 nominations. It did not win anything, which really? It got nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor for James Stewart, Director for Frank Capra, Sound Mixing, Film Editing. Did not win. Should have won Best Picture, but whatever. That aside, It's a Wonderful Life is still a terrific film. I mean, if you guys never really seen it, go watch it. Great performances from James Stewart to Donna Reed. I mean, the relationship between James Stewart and Donna Reed is really good as well. It's an amazing movie, so definitely go watch It's a Wonderful Life if you guys never seen it. The Angel's really solid. I mean, whoever, it's a bit tense where George, wants to, commit suicide. That's a bit of a tense storyline right there. especially for a film that got released in that era. But that aside, it's still an amazing film. Definitely go check it out if you guys haven't seen it. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen It's a Wonderful Life? If so, what's the story? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What was your favorite parts of it? Favorite moments? Favorite lines? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Tim signing out.